Arlington. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Throwing right away is Dart. On target over the middle to Hill. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So from the 37, here's 2nd and a couple. In motion, the tight end. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. They'll work the middle here with Wright. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's go.
Throwing, Dart. He'll get that to his tight end, Theo Johnson. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 2nd down. These two teams met at MetLife Stadium earlier this year with the Giants winning that one. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Dallas. Now 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun is Dart. Complete to his target, Jalen Hyatt. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Here's Dart. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks. A
short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, they run with Blue. That is going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. And the Cowboys going to bring on Brian Anger to punt on fourth down. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. This is fielded at the 27. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. You look at this Cowboy defense. And they're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
And this is what we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last. All right, rifles one. That's going to be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. And Charles, it's now a 2-touchdown lead in the opening quarter. Following that pick 6, they are off to a fast start in this one.
And absolutely ecstatic on the sideline after that play, aren't they? Not just because they got the lead, but how about seeing one of their guys get a chance to take it in for 6? Already up a pair of touchdowns. They got everything going their way early on.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
We're going to 53. Yeah!
Now a handoff to Blue running left side. And this is going to be a Cowboys 1st down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy. And that's what they're doing early in this game.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Handoff, Blue running right. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Yeah!
They'll run up the middle here with Blue. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
There you go. Wide, ain't it? Wait, take.
Here's Prescott. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him up already in this opening half.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he gets too far beyond the line, and that's an easy call for the official. A give up from middle to right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd down at the 2-yard line.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
Got to be careful here. Backed up this deep on 3rd down. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen down as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
At the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking for Pickens. He's got him on the out route. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. The Cowboys at 7-2 here on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. And again, it's Prescott. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Brandon Aubrey on for the Cowboys field goal. A 35-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get them on the score sheet.
Yeah, now's not the time to panic. All is well. Somewhat calm. Only down 14-0. So continue to play your game, take the points when they're there, and put the emphasis on your defense to go out and get you the football back.
And able to get this out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. To the air, Dart. From the left side, complete. That's right. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down. Hyatt goes in motion left. That's out quickly to Hyatt. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 50 catches for him now on the year. He's got a first down.
First and 10 at the 46.
Dart going to look to throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's second and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Complete right side to Hyatt. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. To the air once more is Dart. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 36. 23 yards the pickup there.
First down. Let's go. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
In motion, Hill. Looking to throw, Dart. He's got room at the 30. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 35 yards.
Giants first down. First and goal, New York.
And now an audible here into something else. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
So from the 2, now they move back to the 7-yard line. First and goal.
Pack the 6,
60, Panther 60, 70 Timberwolves, Mustang 19.
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
And they'll throw again. Dart. And he's got it. Touch. And the Giants are able to widen their advantage. Gay is on for the point after. And it's 21-3. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Drops it to Blue, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Here we go.
To throw is Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 48-yard line, here's second and 5.
Yeah.
Prescott yet again. Here's one deep for Pickens. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys. George Pickens, 52 yards. And the Cowboys are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points. Picked off by DeMarvion Overshown. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, they matched their opponent's pick six from earlier. Those are some crucial points that may prove pretty consequential as to how this one plays out.
And Brandon, I think now we're not just watching how they move around the field, but we're checking their psychology out a little bit, aren't we? Because that defense, they're about to go right back out with all the momentum on their side. As for the opposing offense, you wonder if there's going to be some hesitation to lean entirely on the passing game to try and mount a counterattack.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Able to slither by. Pass midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds
every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
Caught along the left side by Hyatt. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Throwing his dart. Wright's got it. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. That puts him in excellent position, first and goal after a gain of 19.
That's a nice job right there. Get the ball out to the perimeter, get it to your guy in space. And he's just going to take this, turn upfield, and turn it into a big play in first and goal.
In motion, Hill. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal.
Viking 18. Cut 19. Cut 19.
Throwing his dart. Touchdown, Giants! Jalen Hyatt from 8 yards out. And the Giants will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it first and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Dart. Going up top. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Giants. Malik Neighbors, 77 yards. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set them back on second. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go with blue between the tackles. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 36-yard line.
The short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
That's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
Yes,
1st and 10.
On 1st down, it's Blue. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
yeah.
They go again with Blue. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
Yeah.
They hand it off. It's Blue. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd down and 6. Dak swinging this out quickly to Lamb. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants 16. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 16.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they run with Blue. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Prescott from the gun. And he comes back with one complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Come on, set. 79 Cowboys.
Hyatt goes in motion left. Throw to the side is complete on the diving effort. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it in without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Picked off by Marquise Bell. He's on his way. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
Intercepted. The Cowboys take over first and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Ferguson. Second down and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3 at the 13-yard line.
On to give, this is Blue. And he'll find his way down right around the 12. Third and 2. Looking to throw. Prescott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Well, the Cowboys are going to have first and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
The pitch to Blue. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Here's Prescott. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jake Ferguson from 8 yards out. And the Cowboys are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
The city just made it sweet with the diabetic. They mouths get full of deceit. Let these cowards tell it. Welcome New Orleans with the end of the LA yelling.
Dallas, Texas is the spot. 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. To throw now. Dart. That one taken in by Neighbors. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And the Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
19 tight. 19 tight.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Over the middle, taken in by Neighbors. He's to the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Malik Neighbors, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Set to kick off.
Oh, nice move. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this fourth quarter. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Gets this out wide to Pickens. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big pickup of 38.
And the Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 35.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. First and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now a shotgun handoff. Blue. And a short gain down to about the 33.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And a quick throw here. That's complete.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
He'll try and do this himself. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Yeah, Billy.
On the carry, this is Blue. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They'll try and run again with Blue. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. The offense on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 11. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit in that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Second and goal at the
Here we go.
Giants' 9-yard line.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This likely a must-have, 3rd and goal. Prescott to throw this time. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, you know, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin, 4th quarter, you're going. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. George Pickens with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call it down at the 44.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all three timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
2 yards to go, second down.
Let's go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. There's a short one caught by Johnson. Big strides, look at him go. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Theo Johnson, 48 yards. And the Giants have 11-0 in their sights as they add on to their lead. An extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Oh, he shifts past him. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Over the middle, hauled in by Lane. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down.
It's a gain of 5.
46, 46.
Second and 5 at the 16.
Now Prescott finds Pickens out right. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. C.D. Lamb, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are able to cut into that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Dart. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
To throw is Dart. Now he's going to step up and run. A throw right side caught by Neighbors. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Charles